What's good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm LotusAsakura, the winner never knows best, bringing some more Dragon Ball FighterZ matches today, except this time it's more tournament footage because I actually did sign up and participate in NLBC a few days ago. Now, some of you are probably already familiar with NLBC, but for those of you who aren't, NLBC stands for Next Level Battle Circuit, and it's another weekly out in New York, much like House of Chaos, that would happen on a weekly basis. You know, a local tournament of like really strong players in pretty much like the tri-state area, right? But much like House of Chaos, and I guess now with City of Mayhem, it is a tournament that has resorted to being hosted online as a result of everything going on in the world right now. And they had free entry a few days ago, so I was like, yeah, I mean, I had a lot of fun in City of Mayhem. I want to, participate in more of these tournaments. So I signed up and I did. And I entered again with my 18 Bardock and Trunks team. And I actually ended up placing pretty well. I got 9th place out of the 54, 55 entrants, something around there. So really close to top 8. I was one match short. It is what it is. Also, I felt that 2H in my chest. But yeah, hopefully next time I enter, because I might enter again this week, I can actually, clutch that top 8 spot. We'll see how things go. But yeah, my first opponent was actually Posey. Now, Posey is somebody who some of you may be familiar with. He's somebody who I was familiar with, but I hadn't thought about it until this match, but I'd never actually seen Posey play. Posey is somebody who's a regular at House of Chaos. He often participates and commentates, the matches, bums, but I had never actually caught any of his games before. I didn't even know what team he played, so this was all new to me. I didn't really know what to expect. I mean, I saw that he had a yellow square, but that means nothing to me, and it shouldn't mean anything to you either. Judge a player not by the color of the square, but the content of their gameplay, the quality of their gameplay. You know what I mean? So many people get into this game, and they just focus so much on square color and ranks, and like, I promise you, no one cares. It doesn't matter, bro. It really doesn't matter. I wouldn't even play ranked if I wasn't a YouTuber, because I only do it for YouTube. Because ranked for me is like, I enjoy it because I enjoy playing the game, but I have just as much fun playing casuals as I do playing ranked matches, and I have never once cared about my square color. Anyway, that aside, yeah, I didn't really know what to expect going into this match, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna play my usual game. Went for a tick throw there as I called up the barrier, just try to mask it a little bit, but he ended up popping a sparking. Really wanted to save that Goku Black. Goku Black, not to say that he can't do well, but obviously not the most threatening character in the game, and certainly not the most threatening character on his team for me. I say that as, my Bardock is dying, but for me, it was all about that Goku Blue. He ended up dropping his combo, which was a lucky break for me, and I got a Lariat into the Trunks assist plus Dragon Rush. This is a very common strategy that I use all the time. It catches a lot of people. It's a little risky because you're really committing to people respecting the Trunks assist because it has very low block stun. Trunks is actually one of the lowest blocks on assists in the games. One of the lowest blocks on assists in the game at only 14 frames. So it's really easy to mash through. But a very common strategy you guys see me do is like call that assist and immediately Dragon Rush, because it's such low block stun. You can Dragon Rush pretty quickly. It's also one of those things that where once I do it to somebody so many times and they start getting conditioned to expect that, they start trying to mash through it or tech the throw. That's why I start throwing in like 5Ms, 2Ms, 5Ls, things like that, actual buttons to catch them. We hit him with 18 Oki here, and I think into a Ki Blast, and I get a 2M starter, and that should have been a Goku Blue dead. But I dropped the combo because I didn't get my 17 call. I must have missed the input, or maybe it got eaten. Either way, I super dash regardless. He got caught as Goku Blue goes down, and at this point, he's down to his Anchor Trunks with no sparking, very little health. He's got a lot of bar, but doesn't really matter. He tries to challenge there with the 2L. It whiffs. I jump over him. Bless his ankles. That's going to be his Trunks going down. I believe I did level 1 into Bardock level 1, and that's us taking game 1. So yeah, at this point I'm like, okay, I took that pretty convincingly. I should be able to take this pretty easily. Like, Posey seems solid, but he doesn't seem like somebody I should have too much trouble with. But yeah, oh, let me talk real quick about this team as well, right? Not his team, but my team. Hold on, let me just pause here on this screen. So I played 18 again this week, almost out of spite, just because so many people are convinced that like I need to drop 18. First of all, go fuck yourself. I'm not dropping 18. Second of all, I have a lot of people talking about how much better I would be with base Vegeta, how much better I'd be doing with base Vegeta, and whether that's true or not, I know that most of you don't know what you're talking about, and I also don't care because I like 18 more than I like base Vegeta. I understand that base Vegeta is a better character. He has better neutral. I might even do well with him, right? And the character is a ton of fun, and I like him a lot, and that's why I play him. I've loved that character since he came out, right? But I still prefer 18. I still consider Android 18 my main character. I'm well aware of her strengths. I'm even more aware of her weaknesses. Trust and believe I'm aware of her weaknesses. I know that my 18 is not all that great. I am aware. But I like her, so I keep playing her. And it's funny because I actually did consider playing base Vegeta in this tournament. I was going to play the base Vegeta 21 Trunks team just because you know, that's my second favorite team right now. I like that team a lot. It's a lot of fun. But I was like, nah, I'm gonna play 18 just to prove a point. And then I even made a community post. Was like in before someone's like, hey, you bet you would have made top 8 with base Vegeta, right? Because a lot of y'all are complete fucking cornballs and think even if I pointed out that you saying it in the comment is somehow still funny instead of me just thinking you're incredibly lame and annoying. But sure, whatever floats your boat. I guess. But yeah, the point is, if I was the most concerned about, I'm gonna go on a mini rant real quick. We're gonna pause the match real quick. If I was concerned the most about playing the strongest characters I can and just winning, as opposed to what I have the most fun doing or how I enjoy the game the most, obviously I wouldn't play this team. Yeah, I'd probably play base Vegeta and I'd probably play Kid Buu. You know why? Because those characters are really strong. But guess what? Surprise, this may shock some of y'all. I don't just play whatever characters are the best. I actually play the ones that I enjoy playing the most. Now, are some of the characters that I play, like Bardock, like Trunks, really good? Of course. I also think Android 18 is good. Not as good as them, and certainly not as good as Kid Buu or base Vegeta, but I don't think she's trash by any means. But like, if I cared the most about winning or playing the strongest characters that I could, obviously I would play a different team, but I don't. Same thing goes for certain strategies that I implement in the game. Like, I've been seeing a lot of criticism about how I rely on, you know, level 3 sparking for my Trunks. And I have a couple things to say about that. Number one being, bro, if you actually watch my videos and actually listen to what I say, I have said multiple times that I don't think saving sparking for your last character is a good idea. I don't agree with it, right? I do it because it makes Trunks significantly stronger and it's a ton of fun and it's really sick. You know what I mean? Trunks is a good anchor, but he's a great anchor with that level 3 sparking. You get access to real 50-50s, and it feels so sick pulling off those Trunks comebacks. I think Trunks works better as a mid character than he does as an anchor character, but since I play him as an anchor, I save that sparking for him because it makes him better and it's just a lot of fun. But obviously, if you want to play the game optimally, or at least a little bit smarter, I have said myself, you should be saving your point character. There's a reason why the high level players do it. Keeping your team alive is more important and is the better way to play the game. But I like Trunks and I like playing Trunks, so that's how I do it. So y'all just gonna have to hold that. Again, like, it's not always like, obviously I want to win. Obviously I want to do well, right? And if I were a serious tournament competitor, I probably wouldn't do that, right? But I'm a YouTuber and I'm just competing in these tournaments for fun. So I'm gonna just play my regular game. I'm gonna try to have fun and win with the strategies that I usually use, you know, and adapt to the best of my ability. But that being said, like, I don't need people telling me about the mistakes that I'm making that I already have pointed out myself, as if they didn't hear me say it. Well, I guess they didn't hear me clearly because I talk about my own faults and flaws all the time, but nobody listens to that because apparently the YouTube comments still think I'm cocky and arrogant, which I don't get because I only ever downplay myself. But whatever, point is, I'm gonna keep playing 18 and I'm gonna keep saving sparking for Trunks because that's how I enjoy playing the game. Anyway, back to this match with Posey. I had to get that off my chest because I've been seeing a lot of that on the internet lately. We break the tick throw pretty good. I actually caught him with a lot of dragon rushes, but I don't think I got caught with too many of them. But that Goku elbow, I did eat my fair share of those. Right there, I think I delayed tech and then tried to jump. You know, that's one of my biggest bad habits. And so I got caught. Fortunately, he drops a combo. I automatically went for reflect. Didn't quite work out. I was like, bet, I'm a guard cancel, I'm bringing 18. 18 gets caught by the elbow. She gets knocked out. Oh no, she didn't get knocked out. He dropped it. So I hard committed to a dragon rush there. Again, I was going to go for Trunks assist and the dragon rush. We actually got caught by the dragon rush, or by the Trunks assist, and then the dragon rush combo. And I didn't really know what to do in that situation. However, we did get into a clash. And I usually lose clash situations, but since I was so low to the ground, I was like, if I land here, I can 2H. I did. Got the full combo. Knocked him down to the Bardock level 3. And that's one thing about my Android 18, bro, is like, I know the better 2H combos to do with that character. Like, I can do them. I practice them in training mode all the time, but like, I just don't have it in my, like, you know, my muscle memory to do it in actual matches. Also, you'll probably notice there that I actually got him with the low, with the 2L when I ran up after level 3, but in my head, I was already hard committed to tick throw. Like, the whole plan from the beginning was to go 2L, 5L into Dragon Rush. Fortunately, he got hit by all of it and ended up taking out his trunk, so no big deal. I think he actually blocks. No, he sparked up there. Okay. Oh yeah, we're in game 2. We're in game 2. I forgot already. Knock him down. I think I called in 17 here again. Key blast. No, I caught him high, but then I didn't commit, and I caught him high again. Yeah, I remember that now. And then it actually worked out pretty well for me. I ended up getting my Bardock assist back, and I think I just knocked him down normally. Yeah, and then I called in the Bardock assist. Oh no, I tried to, but because I got hit, I wasn't really able to, I think. He super dashed, no punish, but I did hit him with the air there. I chased down the back dash, and that's just going to be 3 bars down to take out this Goku Black. He's left with Anchor Goku Blue. I'm not really worried, even though that was the most threatening character on his team to me, especially with that EX elbow. I mean, not a whole lot he can do with, you know, so little health and no sparking. I mean, 7 bars, I mean, there is a lot he can do, but like I said, you gotta treat everybody like a scrub until they show you otherwise. I hit him with the round start lariat plus change the future assist, knock him down, and that's gonna be game. I think I finish it off with Trunks. Yes, sir! And that's me taking things 2-0, first round of the winner's bracket. And this was actually played on stream too, so got a tiny little bit of redemption after getting perfected by SP Gaming and by my City of Mayhem run at the very start last week. So we take things 2-0 over Posey, and then we proceed on into our next match. Alright, and my second opponent, while his in-game name says Ed and Eddie, I believe his like actual handle was Taejeon or Taejeon. I think it was Taejeon. And he's playing a team of Bardock, Z Broly, and Trunks. And immediately upon seeing this team, I let out an audible groan. I was like, oh, here we go. Right? Because Bardock and Trunks, I'm playing both of those characters too, you know, so I don't have a problem dealing with them. But look, I titled that video the other day, Z Broly is my kryptonite, and I meant it. Z Broly is my kryptonite. Like, so here's the thing, right? I struggle against Z Broly personally, but I also think my whole team struggles against Z Broly. Because, like, honestly, legit, think about it, right? What can 18 do against Z Broly? Nothing. Like, his neutral is just way better than hers. Like, like, I just have to really, really outplay my opponent in order to beat Broly with Android 18, because he can just keep her out, and I don't really have a good way of getting in, because 18's neutral is actually like pretty bad. And the thing about Bardock has great neutral. He's really strong, right? But again, I can just get zoned out by Z Broly, and like unless I just catch him with a lariat, which is really hard to do when he's throwing out Ki Blast and like that green, you know, energy orb is like Bardock just gets zoned out. And then Trunks has great neutral, and you know, I have tools to be like his Ki Blast and stuff, but if he tosses up a barrier, that immediately eliminates my best tools. I can no longer Ki Blast, Masenko, or change the future. So like, legit, my whole team is a bad matchup against Broly, I feel, personally. And I also just struggle against the character. So it's like, whenever I see a Z Broly, I'm just like, here we go. But, you know, we take out his Bardock pretty quickly. Not too quickly, but, you know, before we lose the character. So we had that going for us, and I'm just like, okay, once his Z Broly gets in, just don't let him get going. Because another thing about Z Broly is that, like, every block string is just like frame trap, 50-50, frame trap, 50-50, stagger, command grab. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I always feel like I'm gonna get hit when I'm blocking Z Broly. You see, I did it again. Lariat plus assist and then change Lariat into change the future assist and then into Dragon Rush. Like I said, very common strategy for me. Something that's like really easy to mash through. But like if I catch my opponent mashing, or if I've done it a couple of times and I start throwing in medium buttons to try to punish them, trying to push a button there. Call up the barrier again. He doesn't bite. Double reflects into the Ki Blast. I reflect the assist and just hit him with a good old-fashioned LLL. Sometimes you just gotta let it rock. I know he's probably a little salty after that one. I would be too, but hey, he's a fellow Bardock fan, so I know he knows it be like that when it be like that. Forward tech into the jump heavy. Didn't get a full combo, but it's okay. Reset him with the 6M plus the assist. Knock him down. I think we only have to spend... It might have been 3 bars. I don't remember. Was it 2 or 3? It was only 3. Or it was only 2. So we bring in the Trunks, and yeah, I was thinking it was gonna take 3 because of sparking, but it didn't. But I'm like, okay, this is fine. Like, you know, with the way the match is going, I'm like, okay, my Trunks is probably stronger than his, and even if it isn't, like, I still have 18 and Bardock back there. I don't want Trunks to die first, but if it happens, it happens. But if I get in a situation where I think he might die, I'm gonna pop that sparking. One thing I do want to say about playing this 18 Bardock and Trunks team, as much as I love it, more and more as I play higher level players, you know, as I play more games with people like Nokami and Lord Knight and Cloud and other such, which I've already had that experience before anyway, because I already play with these guys. But as I've learned more about the game and continue to improve, I'm seeing more and more the weaknesses of my team, and I'm wondering how beneficial it would be to play around with some of the other assists. Obviously, I've experimented with them, but one in particular is like obviously like the 18 barrier. I dropped my level 3 there, but it's okay. And then we kind of flex on a little bit here. We kind of flex on with the Bardock boots. I told you I got these. I told you guys I could do these, but like, you know, when I'm trying to talk and play at the same time, it's a lot harder. I don't know why Dragon Rush that I could have just done auto combo into 5H into spin, but whatever. But yeah, like 18's barrier, I feel like against the higher level players it's not as effective, because the higher level players aren't mashing as much in my block strings and trying to steal turns back, unless they're getting a good read on my patterns and interrupting me at the proper times, right? And some of them are better at recognizing my patterns than I am at recognizing my own patterns. So it's like, it's not like I can throw out 18 in the same spot where, I mean I can, but I'm just not good at throwing out 18 in the same spot where like I would always reset my pressure and then catch them trying to steal a turn back, which would be really good against somebody like June, right? But I just don't have that kind of like, you know, fighting game sense yet. But yeah, so I'm just like, you know, a lot of the good players, they either just don't mash in those situations or they know how to deal with it just by jumping out. So it's like, I don't get as much mileage out of it. So I'm wondering if it would be more beneficial to my team to have the Destructo Disc Assist, especially because, you know, it'd be great for the neutral. Because like when Trunks dies on my team, like in any situation where Trunks dies first, it's like my team kind of falls apart. Like 18 and Bardock are still good together, but like the neutral is just like non-existent, bro. Like obviously Bardock A is like a good assist, but as a neutral assist, it's, you know, and obviously barrier doesn't really do anything for me, and so it's just like, yeah. And I've also been toying around with the idea of playing with, because all three of my characters have really good B assists, and also you guys can see we took out his Bardock pretty quickly there. And that's another thing, like I can't really do super dash plus assist with Bardock B just because it's too slow, but that assist is so great because, you know, because I can just throw a key blast from full screen, and whether they get hit or get blocked, or whether they get hit by the key blast or block them, it's like you gotta hold that. If you got hit, dope. I get to run up for an easy confirm, and if you block it, now you gotta hold his blocks, and I still get to jump in on you, or go low or whatever. You know what I mean? I dropped the combo there. That was unfortunate. Stomps me on my dome piece. That was a bad guard cancel. It's gonna be a pretty decent punish, or at least I thought. But the combo he did wasn't that great. It could have definitely been worse, I feel. But is what it is, right? But yeah, like I like this team a lot, but I've been thinking about if I should switch out any of the assists, because I've used all the other assists even on this team, right? Not the C assists, just the A and the B ones. You guys know I don't like C assists. Even if those are the better assists, I'm not gonna use them. I just hate them. But it's just something I'm thinking about mulling around with. And I actually played a really long set with Nokami. It was like maybe over 50 games the other day, where I was using the B assists and just seeing how I felt about it. And they seem good, but I don't really have a lot of experience using them for, you know, like that. So it gave me some ideas and some more things to think about is all I'm saying, basically. I spent a lot of time rambling on that as opposed to talking about the match, but I don't know, I felt like I wanted to get that out of my head. Right there, he actually tried to take his turn back with a 2L, but because of the way I spaced it, he actually whiffed, and I got my Dragon Rush. That was pretty good. I get the level 1 into level 3, get Bardock out, 18 in, and I'm pretty sure I just jump in here. I'm pretty sure right here what happens next is he tried to like dash at me, like dash under me. Yeah, and he just ended up running right into me. Actually, he got counter hit. Wait, did he try to wake up change the future? Was that? Yeah, he got counter hit. At first I thought he tried to dash under me. No, he woke up, changed the future. What were you smoking? He was on that good cushion. What were you thinking? Anyway, that's gonna be full combo into level 1, taking out his Trunks. Z Broly, again, like I said, a character who I think I struggle with as a player personally, and who does really well against my team, but with so little resources, so little health, I just don't see him making this comeback. I call the barrier, he tries to take a turn back, runs into a Bardock assist. I jump in on him, taking things 2-0. And so I took my first 4 matches straight, like straight W's, in the winner side of the bracket. And I was feeling pretty good. You know, I won the first 2 rounds winner side. Although we'll see how the rest of the matches play. Like I said, I got 9th, but I don't really know how the matches play out because only my match against Posey was on stream. But I think I'm gonna split it up into like 3 separate videos because this is already about usual video length for me, and the other sets are a little bit longer, so we'll split it up. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully enjoyed the matches. I'm having fun competing in these tournaments, and I want to sign up and compete in more of them, so expect to see more of that type of content on the future. This is me just checking the record. After my sets, I pull this up and screenshot it just as a backup, you know, when I win or lose, just in case my opponent tries to lie. So, you know, if I tell the TO, hey, I won 2-0, and they're like, no, I won, I'm like, come on, bro, like, you know, just as a precaution. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. So hopefully you guys are enjoying these types of videos, and I'm gonna compete more and have fun and continue to play my team and experiment with other characters and assists and things. And yeah, hit this video with a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, so you can stay tuned for all the awesome content I'll bring you. And with all that being said, that's pretty much all I have for today. And remember, another cap is just swing the bat. Later.